Hi, I'm Mark Johnson. I'm the Director of the Advanced Manufacturing Office at the Department of Energy. Thank you all, first of all, for spending your time with us here this week. It's really important we wind up gathering together to wind up talking about where we're going and the importance of what we're doing in terms of this energy efficiency efforts, whether it's looking in our buildings and in our factories, in our homes. This is a key issue in terms of what we can wind up working with. And depending on what futurist you talk to, right now we're actually going through a real transformation point, whether it's the transformation into the third, the fourth, or the fifth industrial revolution. Depends on who's trying to sell a book, because they can't name the book after the guy who's before them and use the same title. But we've got computation, we've got communication, we've got automation coming as we've never had before. And this is a real transformational moment for us all. We're able to manipulate matter, and I'm a scientist at heart, so you can manipulate matter at the atomic level, control watts at very precise level, all that tied to the bytes that we have. Unprecedented ability to connect that all together. All week people have been talking about this means data, this means all kinds of change, this means all kinds of ability to control energy. We need tools for it. It's great to look at what we're looking at. How do we deal with all of that? That means there's change going on. So I want to talk a little bit about change. And there's two aspects of it. How do we in our organizations deal with that change? And then how do the people that we wind up touching in our organizations deal with that change? So when you look at change, first of all, there's no fixed transformation point. We always think, oh, things have never sped up this fast as before. I look at my grandmother. She rode a sailing ship across the Atlantic to come and work on a farm that had a horse. By the time that she died, there was a person walking on the moon. That's the world of change, right? The world is always changing. The world is always fast in its changing. It is wonderful to adapt to it. That's actually what we wind up doing. That's what we as humans are best at, is how do we innovate? How do we change? In the United States, that's what we're all about. We invent our way to the future. It is a wonderful attribute that we wind up having. That's frankly home court territory for the United States. Innovation is where we live. So when you wind up looking at that, you say, okay, what about the people in that environment? You know, you've got this whole phenomenon as you wind up getting automation, you say, this is going to change jobs. Yeah, it's going to change jobs. Not only is it going to change jobs now, but it's going to change jobs for everyone's children and everyone's children's children as a result. But there's one thing that's absolutely essential. Knowledge now is more important than it has ever been. Whether you're looking at the tools and the information and the data that you have, or whether you're looking at the actual people, the technologists that you have. So when you're going through technological change, one thing to never forget, if you want to focus on technology change, focus on the technologists. In your own organizations, look around and say, who are the people that we want to wind up investing in? Who are the people we're going to follow? Who are the people we're going to lead? So that they can wind up taking the best advantage of this. There's going to be a bunch of differences that wind up happening. There's going to be a bunch of transformations that are going to wind up happening. But as a result of that, we're going to wind up using energy more effectively. We're going to be more productive as a society. We're going to be delivering the food and the goods and the housing that we all wind up relying on. Society is going to get better and better and better as a result of it. And this is an exciting time as a result of it. So focus on the technologists, whether it's looking at how you wind up educating them, whether it's looking at how you empower them, how you wind up working with them. That's where the future is going on this. So that's my simple message that we wind up having. Thank you very much.